How's it going, everyone? Happy 2021. I know this video is coming out, a week late. What can I say? Gotta work. But I know I promised in December there was going to be a Ginger Dead Men movie review. Well, I never got around to it, obviously, because I was just too busy with work and all the holiday crap that we all have to go through. But I figured now that I am on my day off, I'll make this video. And this video is basically, like the title says, just like a year in review of what happened in 2020 and what I plan on doing this year. And just an overall wrap up, I guess. So, in 2020, I made 37 videos. 37 videos doesn't sound like a lot. I know. But you gotta understand this is a small channel, right? This is an under 2,000 sub channel and basically a dead channel. Like, for anyone that doesn't see it, I mean, I see it even. The channel has almost 2,000 subs and just for some reason the content's not getting pushed out. Whatever. It's whatever at this point. It's the way YouTube's always been. But 37 videos. I held up on my promise when I said 2019 that I was going to make more content. So in 2019, I only made 16 videos throughout the entire year. That's fucking nothing compared to 2020. Well, and 2020 also, I think the big reason of why I made so much more content was because of the pandemic, right? And for those first like 4 or 5 months of the pandemic, I was home a lot more than normal and working from home for those first 3 months. So made a lot of videos, a lot more than normal. I was on three podcasts. One was mine that I created with my friend Brett that we're still continuing to do. You can find that on the website Due by Midnight. That is our podcast where we watch horror movies and talk about them, and that's it. Brett's never seen most of these horror movies that horror fans should all know and love, and that's what our podcast is about. Me, the diehard fan of horror films, him, the newbie of horror, and we get an unbiased opinion and a very, I guess, rose-tinted glasses appeal like me. The other two podcasts I was on the Vhs Graveyard Podcast, which is with my YouTube friend, Video Homicide, Ricky. He is a Canadian YouTuber who does a lot of horror movies, and he's also an independent horror film director, maker. We did one episode of that, and funny enough, we're actually recording another episode today on his channel in like a couple hours. So I'm excited for that. The other podcast I was on was a local Sacramento podcast that's more modern gaming topics and pop culture topics called Video Game Bang. They are pretty well known in the area. I was on one episode of that. One of the guys, Curtis, that runs that podcast, asked me to be on it in the 2019, when we met in the 2019 Sacramento Gamers Expo. I finally got to do it. I didn't think I was going to with the pandemic and all the stuff that was going on. The way I don't know if my reception was very good on that. I don't really know how people reacted to having my personality on that podcast, but it is what it is. A thing I do want to clear up, if any of you did see that episode, is one of the guys asked me or said something about the title of my YouTube channel, Retro or Die, saying that it like he took it as like some sort of death threat or some crap. In the podcast, I didn't want to sound like a jerk when I was going to respond to that. But we all know, if you've been around the channel long enough, you know that Retro or Die the channel's name comes from me looking for retro video games at all these flea markets and thrift stores, or die trying. Also, it's also based off of the NES game Skater Die, and it made the most sense because I love retro video games and I skateboard pretty well, and I still do it today. So the two names made perfect sense. And so that's why the name of Retro or Die exists. It's not some sort of like give me I don't even know how it would come off as a death threat, but whatever. That doesn't even matter. So my plans for 2021, well, actually I guess, so 2020 in a nutshell was a pretty craptastic year for everyone. I lost 2 jobs during the pandemic. One that I'd been working at for years, and another one that I had just got right before the pandemic happened. And I was let go from both of them by like the 7th month mark of the pandemic. So that fucking sucked. I lost 2 jobs. A lot of you have lost more jobs than that, or got hired back onto your job and then got let go and got brought back and got let go. A lot of that shit's been going on in a bunch of states, especially our state in California, because our governor sucks. But that's a topic for a different day. I want to keep, and now the plans for 2021 is I want to keep making content. I did make a Patreon page. I did a Twitter poll, and people did vote, say that they would pledge money to the Patreon page. You know, I've been doing YouTube content since 2013. A lot of people don't understand that I've been on this platform since 2013. I started making retro video game reviews and movie reviews just like I did back then. And then when Google bought YouTube, my original channel was terminated from copyright strikes that were false, mind you, of movie reviews that I had done. And also, I think, one video game review. But I refused to let these companies steal my hard work and make money off of my content that I had made. And my channel was terminated due to it. I came back, kept making content, and I've never asked my subscribers or anyone that watches my stuff to pay me. I've never asked anyone to give me money. I've never asked for anyone to give me donations. People have written to me and asked me to send me stuff, open a P.O. box, and do things like that. I've never done it. One is just because I don't know. I've never been one to ask for that, or I guess accept stuff like that, or whatever. But in 2021, I think if you want to, and if you can, donate to the channel, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's not like it's some like do or die scenario for me. Patreon stuff, I'm just setting it up. If it's basically like a tip jar. People want to say, "Oh, you're an e-beggar now. You're asking for money now." Whatever. Go fuck yourself if you think that. I really don't give a shit. Unsubscribe and leave. I don't care. I mean, at this point, if people want to pay the person that creates content on the internet to keep creating content that they like just because they want to show support, then fuck it. Let them do it. I'm perfectly fine with it. I support other YouTube channels that I like. I buy their stuff. I bought the Game Chasers, all their DVDs and Blu-rays, and Cinemassacres Blu-ray of all the AVGN episodes. I support the stuff that I like, and I don't give a shit if someone calls me e-beggar, or someone thinks that donating to a YouTube channel or someone that creates content for free to entertain you is stupid. Fuck them. I don't care. And yeah, so I opened that up for 2021. I'm going to continue on doing the podcast episodes, the Due by Midnight episodes with my friend Brett. I created a website for that. It's duebymidnight.com. The podcast episodes are up there. There's a bio of me and Brett up there. And hopefully more like exclusive content goes on the website as we go on. We have done 2 episodes. One was the 1986 David Cronenberg film The Fly. I love that movie. Brett never saw it. I think you should check out the episode. It's pretty entertaining. And the second episode was really out there. It was the 1994 Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, or The New Beginning, whatever title they decided to go with on that. Another really crazy movie with Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger. Probably the worst one in the entire franchise, but you had to see Matthew McConaughey's performance. So those are my plans. I want to keep doing game reviews. There are so many horror games left that I want to review that I own in this freaking office that I just have not had the time to get to. A lot of stuff on PlayStation 2, a lot of stuff on the Dreamcast, even some stuff still on Super Nintendo that I want to get to, as well as streaming again on Twitch. I was doing pretty well last year. For a few months, I streamed pretty regularly. I did Doom, I did a lot of Resident Evil stuff, and I hope to get back to doing that more. And that is also another reason why the Patreon's open. You know, if I can get to a certain amount of money that I'm making per month or whatever, you know what I mean? Then maybe I'm not going to have to do the overtime shifts that I normally do at work. Hence why there's not a lot of content always being pumped out on the channel. You know, I work fucking full-time jobs if I can, and 2 if I can. So, I mean, I just am always working and creating videos. It's just the way I've always been. And shit, I don't know. A lot of movie reviews still left to do. So many that I'm looking forward to doing, and hopefully also be doing this bi-weekly podcast also on Vhs Graveyard with Ricky on his channel. That would be pretty cool to do also. As far as modern video game stuff is concerned, and the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, whatever it's called now, you know, that stuff is not really on my radar. Modern video games and the modern video game industry right now is not something I'm very invested in. It's not something that I really care about. If you guys have paid attention to this channel, or if you're new here, I mean, I've made a lot of videos about the modern video game industry, the problems within it, how it can be fixed and changed, not just me critiquing it and complaining. I actually give constructive criticism and how to fix it. Unfortunately, I haven't seen it improve. So hence why I haven't made any real modern video game reviews since, I think, Doom in 2016. So that's just why. The stuff that went on with Cyberpunk, you know, I wasn't going to be tricked again like I was with Fallout 4. You know, I wasn't going to buy into a game where it's hyped up to no end without seeing it out and running with real people playing it. I don't care what what game industry leaders have to say about a game. If I don't see it being played by my peers and what their honest opinions are that aren't getting paid to play the game, then I'm not going to buy it. Especially in the time that we live in now, I'm not going to gamble $70 fucking dollars on a brand new video game and not be able to fucking sell it back for full fucking price, especially when it's fucked up. So I'm not going to do that. The Evil Dead game. I'll talk about that real quick, because I said it on Twitter that I was excited for it. Well, I was, until I really started looking into what it really actually is. Evil Dead, I did game reviews on all 3 of the THQ trilogy. They are in the channel. They are in a playlist, I think, on the channel. This is not a traditional game. It's another one of those co-op Left 4 Dead type of games. So when I realized that, I lost excitement pretty quickly. It was like, as soon as I saw the commercial, I was super pumped up, and then when I saw that it was like a co-op game about killing deadites, the air in my sails fucking went flat pretty quick. You know, I want a fucking actual game. I don't play games to do co-op shit anymore, you know. And for Evil Dead, such a niche thing, they could have fucking remade the original game, Hail to the King, and improved all the shit and made it better, and I would have bought that, or remastered the fucking whole trilogy and I would have bought that. I don't know. But that's where I stand on the Evil Dead game. Will I buy it? Probably not right away. So don't expect a game review on that anytime soon when that comes out. Whew. I know that last year and this year is going to be a tough year. I know that. I thank all of you that have been around here and supported the channel since the beginning, or if you're brand new. Like I was getting comments this morning from from a subscriber, a guy that just found the channel today and saw the Spawn Armageddon review and was like very happy to see a YouTuber making content that's actual reviews and not screaming into a microphone about just hating something. That stuff is what gives me motivation. That's the stuff that makes me, want to keep creating content, is that there's people out there that can still appreciate a YouTube channel, even if it's small, that puts a lot of hard work and time into the videos. The stuff that I make, the game reviews that I make, some of you might not like them. Some of you, I know there's some of you that for some reason have a hard-on for this channel about giving it shit, but fuck you. I don't really give a shit about that. What I do care about are the subscribers that actually have constructive criticism, or that have just found the channel. These videos that I'm making, I don't just shit them out. I'm not just going on fucking Wikipedia, reading off the bullet points of what the fucking game is and making a video. No, I play the whole fucking thing. I record all the gameplay. I write the whole fucking script. I do my fucking research, because a lot of the shit on the internet's not fucking accurate. And when someone appreciates that and can tell that there was a lot of hard work put into something, it makes me feel good that someone notices that. So, another thing is that the Hellraiser Color Dreams video, where I did the whole investigative piece on the Color Dreams Hellraiser game. There is another big project video that I've been working on and off on since 2018, like very back end of 2018, and then early 2019, and then when the pandemic happened, it kind of just got put back on the back burner. Another big investigation type video about something in the video game industry from back in the day that I want to finish and finally get out. It does require me to do a lot more investigation and calling different countries and stuff to get some accurate facts about the actual thing. So hopefully I can get that done this year. I plan on getting it done this year. Man, this is a really long, drawn-out video. Anyway, guys, I don't know what else to say. Thank you guys for all your support, like I said. And also, do not feel the need or like you need to donate to the channel if you cannot. Or if you just feel like, you know what? No, I'm not donating to a YouTuber. Perfectly understandable. A lot of people have that mindset. And at this point, I've been on YouTube long enough doing this all for free, so it's not like it's something that I'm not expecting anything anyway. So it's just there for the people that want to. So if you can, cool. You can't, cool. You don't want to, cool. It's all good. But anyway, guys, thank you again for the support. I said it like 3 times. The support's huge, and we probably will break the 2,000 subscriber mark on this channel this year. I think we are pretty close, and it'll be good. Hopefully we can get more than 37 videos done this year. I'm going to aim towards 45 videos. 45 videos is what I'm going to aim for. And the podcasts with Brett every other week, and the podcast with Ricky every other week. It's going to be a lot of content coming out. A lot of stuff coming out. So anyway, guys, have a good rest of the week. Happy New Year. And I'm hoping that all your guys' Christmases and stuff weren't too terrible. And if you're going through a really hard time right now, just know that you're not by yourself. You're not alone in this. I mean, we're all going through it, like I said. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the next podcast episode that's going to go up today for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation. All right. Later, guys.